want to stand erect, you want to lean forward or backward. You want to be in a heel toe line position. Basically what that is, the strike comes to my right side, I want my right foot back. My left foot will go forward. The toe of my left foot will be in line with the heel of my right foot. Just like this. Now the strike should come to my left side, I want my left foot behind me. Step forward with my right. Again, I'm in a toe heel line position. This way. Looking at it from the side angle, then this way. The toe of the forward foot is in line with the heel of the rear foot. This way. I'm not leaning too far forward or too far back, too far left or too far right. Okay? Now the other stance we have is called the tri stance. Basically what tri means is triangle. With this stance allows us more mobility and more spring in self-defense situations. Now if you imagine a triangle, putting two sticks in the form of a triangle, put them down to the ground, we should have the same principle. Strike comes to the left side, we want the left foot in the rear. Right foot will be forward, right on the tip of the triangle. Okay, this way. Strike comes to the right side, we want the right foot back. So we bring the rear foot forward, and the forward foot back in the triangle. Looking at it from a side view, this way. Strike comes to our left side, our left foot is in the rear, our right foot is on the tip of the triangle, and my left foot is on the base. Strike comes to the right side, I bring the forward foot up, the back foot up, and the rear foot forward. Here. Now I'm set. Now once again, when I switch, I want to be balanced. Not too far forward or too far back, too far left, or too far right. Here. Switch. Switch. Okay. Two basic stances we use. Now, as far as the cane goes, grip, we have two basic grips we utilize. One is the forward grip, this way, and the other is the reverse grip. Forward grip, reverse grip. And we practice with both hands, because we'll be switching. Switching when we throw, switching for recovery. Right hand to left. Now, the second block, we have blocks for covering all angles of attack. In this instance, we'll use a stick, but we'll get into different distance situational blocks and so forth. Now, to block a right-sided attack, coming to your right side, again, we want a right foot in the rear. So we'll step forward with the left foot. As we do, we'll bring the cane up, we'll put a hand right in mid-position here. This will give support. We'll get into a tri-stance or bladed position, whichever you prefer. Now, the reason why we put a hand here and not here is because if the force is strong, we come back, and we want to be able to move up and down, be in a good position here. So, for instance, if a strike comes here, to my right side, Greg will strike to my right side. Okay, I'll step forward, block here, get a good position, we want good body balance. Okay, all right. Now, for a strike coming to my left side, I'm going to do the same thing. Step forward with my right foot. I want my left foot in the rear. Strike's coming to my left side. Bring the cane up, hand midway position. I have my elbows bent. Body position is balanced. I'll be able to absorb the shock here. Strike comes to my left side. Strike to my left side. Step forward. Good body position here. Good block. Okay. Back. Now for the upper block, strike comes overhead. The same thing. Step forward with my right or left foot, preferably the right. Bring the cane up horizontally. I want my fingers back. Position the same, mid-position. Bring it straight up. And bring it overhead. I want a slight tilt in the cane. When the strike comes, it deflects down and away from my body. Strike comes overhead. Position here. Be able to absorb the shock or be able to move out of the way. Here. Strike comes, I'm able to move. Okay? Now, lower right block. Strike comes to my lower right side. I can step forward and step back. Step forward with my left foot. I bring my left hand. I grip the cane. Here, I'm in position. I have two options. One is to catch it here, or to bring the cane down and brace it on the ground. The strike should come to my lower right side, and I have no option to move forward or back. Okay, strike lower right side. Here, catching the strike. From here I can move in. Go into lock, go into disarm, go into strike. Okay. Now, if I have no option, I'm in an alley in a closed area. Strike's coming. The heavy strike's coming to my lower left side. I have what I call a brace block. Basically what it is, I'm stepping back with my right foot. I bring the cane to rest right by my left foot. It's braced on the left foot. I bring my other hand, my left hand, on the cane shaft. And here I brace the strike. Here. Not resting on the leg, slightly outside. A couple inches outside the leg. Strike comes. I'm here. Okay. Okay. Stand over here. Okay. Strike. Here. And here again I have the option. Here. I'll go into a whip strike. Alright. Now shoulder blocks. We have shoulder blocks. The way they're executed is here. The strike comes to my left side, and it's a heavier object, heavier than the stick. And I have no room to maneuver. And I have to block. We utilize the shoulder block. The way that's accomplished is simply this. Bring the cane up, step forward with the right foot, up and around. We rest it right on the shoulder. Here. From here, this position, we're able to absorb a lot of shock. Side view would be here. Here. Strike comes to the left side, we absorb the shock here. Right strike to my left side. Okay, now right shoulder block, right side. Once again, there's no place to maneuver. We have to block. All we do is step over the left foot, bring the cane up, bring our left hand, just a slight brace. Don't bring the hand, fingers around the cane. We want it here, just to balance the cane, right on the shoulder. Done this way, here. Okay, break strikes, right side, here. Back, yeah. Right here. And here we're able to either disarm or strike. Okay. And now we'll cover strike. I use what we call a whip strike. The way I've done that is, what I've done with the cane handles, I've eliminated approximately an inch and a half to 2 inches of the handle itself. That better allows me these whip strikes that you'll see. The first strike is a vertical whip, straight down, basically. The way it works is here. Opponent's right in front of us. We're going to strike. What we do is bring the cane handle back to this position. And here all we do is use centrifugal force, use the entire handle, and strike. Okay? Frontal view would be here. We want to generate as much speed and power as we can. The more speed you have, the more power you're going to have. Here. Alright. The diagonal whip strikes are basically across the body in this direction here. Alright. So right to left, diagonal would be here. You want to generate, again, speed and power. Okay. Now when we go left to right, diagonal, we have two options. One is here, from this position here. We can use the backhand diagonal strike. Going across the body from the neck down, here. Okay. Other option, if we wanted to develop more torque in it, in our strike, what we do is right about this position here, we're going to turn our hand, palm down, and come down and strike here. What we're doing is developing torque. We have a horizontal, left to right and right to left strikes. Basically, all the way it's done is this way. Bring the cane handle back. In this position, step forward with your right foot. Strike. Once again, bring the cane handle back. Step forward with the right foot. Keep the strike. Going backwards, left to right, we use the backhand whip. When that's done, step forward again with the right foot. Bring the cane handle back. And come across the body. What you want to do again, I have to emphasize. These techniques utilize a lot of centrifugal force. There's a lot of power. I'm only going mid-speed right now. There's a lot more power and speed that can be generated with the whip strikes. Now, from a different angle, say we're striking the opponent's knee area from a down-up position diagonal. We bring the cane back to here, step forward again with the right foot. Come on. Strike. The whip. Again. 1, 2. Striking his left side. Then here. Bring it across. Right foot forward. And up. Again. Here. 1, 2. Basic diagonal strike. Okay, we also have what I call a fulcrum strike. The way that's executed is basically the hands work like a lever, fulcrum. What you want to do is, say the opponent were to execute a lapel grab. You want to step out, grab the cane midway with your left hand, and you push and pull with both hands. And use the fulcrum strike. This angle, opponent grabs, step out. From here, you push and pull. Grab with the left hand, push and pull here. Okay. Other basic thrust we have is called the jab thrust. The jab, the way the jab is executed, bring the cane horizontal. Left hand is midway. This is the basic quick jab. It's almost like a pull cue jab. Here, if you had a pull cue, coming in and out. Now the jab thrust is committed thrust. Then here, left foot forward, shuffle in, and thrust in. Finally, our other basic strike we have is the sword grip strike. From here, all we're going to do is bring our left hand, kind of awkward. We used to sword grip, used to having the right hand up on top. The right-handed cane holder, we bring the cane up. Left hand is on top. Bring the cane over. And execute just a basic sword strike. Okay. Once again, here. We'll be utilizing all these strikes in these coming techniques, and you'll understand how they're applied and how they work. I mentioned earlier that we utilized different grips, the forward and reverse, and how I eliminated certain parts of the handle, an inch and a half to 2 inches. It comes into play when we use what I call just basic twirling. The Silat systems, they call it kambangan. But basically, the way we use the forward and reverse grips is simply this. See this? I'm in basic forward grip. Okay? Now, as I utilize the figure 8 here, okay, control reverse direction, I'm able to switch, hand switch here. Now I'm in a reverse grip position. See this? I'm in a reverse grip. Now, as I use my figure 8, I'm able to go and switch hands to my right hand in the reverse grip. Now, nothing's preventing me from going into forward grip again. Here. I'm in the forward grip again. Forward grip. Forward grip. Now from here, you want to be able to twirl any angle. Go in reverse grip here. Be able to go different directions, switch, you the techniques how this comes into play when you utilize self-defense techniques. Now, basically, twirling and hand switching is basically for recovery. If I were to strike at an opponent and utilize a full strike and miss, that's when hand switching comes into play. Here. And different grips give different meaning and power to different techniques. So reverse grip, you might keep in mind that you have a little bit more centrifugal force with a reverse grip than you do with a forward grip. Now we'll get into the basic self-defense technique. So now we're going to cover basic lapel hand grabs. Now keep in mind we're going to have left-hand, right-handed grabs and two-handed grabs. Now all these techniques that I show you can be done on both sides, so I'll just show you one side. Okay, now for instance, if Greg were to step forward, okay, Greg grabs with his right hand. What you have here, what you want to do basically is reach with your left hand, grab the shaft, hook the wrist with the handle. With your right hand, grab the wrist and your own handle, bring the shaft over and around the arm, causing a lock on the wrist and on the elbow. From here, you have a basic lock here. Okay, once again, okay, grabs. You want to do this immediately, right away. One motion. Here. Okay. All right, step on this side, Greg. Once again, we'll do the same. So grab, I'll hook, re-grab, and bring it over here. You have a lock, basic lock. Okay. Now, for a right-handed grip, okay, say Greg would grab here. What you want to do from this position here is you're in a forward grip from here. You could use, say for instance, a fulcrum strike here. Now from this position, you re-grab the shaft with your right hand. Use the handle as a hammer hook. Hooking the wrist with force. It's a strike combination, strike and hook. Here. From here you have your fulcrum strike again. Do your basic jab and then go into a whip strike. Okay. Again. Grab. By the way, fulcrum strike. Use the handle. Fulcrum strike. Jab. Go into a whip strike. Now, if Greg were to grab with two-handed grab, from here, what I want to do is create time for myself. What I would do is use a tip, execute a jab to the throat. Now from this position with the cane vertical, I can grab the shaft with my left hand, and I'll go counterclockwise very quickly, causing the disarm. From here, I could use a backhand whip. From here. And then go into a figure eight and a vertical strike. So these techniques are done very quickly. Okay? I'm going slow for the purpose of illustration. Once again, jab to the throat. Then goes vertical. Grab it with my left hand, grab the shaft. And a very quick motion, I twist counterclockwise. Here. Now from here, look at this position here. What I have. Backhand. Vertical whip. Okay, from here. Okay, now for a left-hand grab, one-handed grab. Take Greg were to grab on the power with his left hand. All right, what you'd want to do is grab his wrist with your left hand. At the same time, you want to drop down slightly, drop your grip midway on the shaft, a little lower than midway. From this position, you want them in a surprise, quickly, to surprise the opponent. Bring the cane handle up and hook his neck, creating an arm, wrist, and hand and neck lock here. Okay. Once again, okay, grab, one, quickly, boom, here, boom. And here you can maneuver. say if Greg were to execute a two-handed grab on the lapel. Another quick motion, go ahead. Want to do this slow? Bring the cane shaft up counterclockwise. Up and around. Now it's horizontal. You want to re-grab the shaft with your left hand. In a very quick motion, you bring it down either on the wrist or on the forearm. Here. Down quickly and hard. Using the shaft strike, you come here. From here you want to re-grab, you sword striking, come down. Now from this position you can utilize any of the whip strikes, figure eight, forward, diagonal, or whatever reverse strike you want to use. Once again, as soon as he grabs, you want to bring it, cane up, down horizontally on the hand. Using the shaft, go to the throat, step back, utilize sword strike. Here once again, you can drop back, use the whip. Another right-handed lapel grab defense that we have is basically done this way. Opponent grabs here. You're going to use the shaft in a swinging motion, clockwise, with speed. We're going to bring it up, quick, strike. As we strike, we're going to use our left hand on the shaft to push away the wrist. In this position, and it has to be done very quickly, you're going to push with your left hand and execute a whip, downward vertical whip. Here. From here you can come back and strike. So once again, as soon as the opponent touches, you want to bring it up very quickly. And utilizing your left hand for added force across the wrist, push the shaft across the wrist. Here. Now the left hand, you can also push to unbalance the opponent and execute a downward whip strike. Now remember, these downward whip strikes are done full force. You want to utilize all the cane that you can. Now, other techniques that you might want to work with that do take practice, okay? As soon as your opponent wants to execute a left-handed lapel grab, as soon as he's coming out, you have the option at this point, as he's stepping in, bring your cane here. From this position, if you want to utilize quick Aikido-type movements, you can grab the cane shaft here, twist your body, and go into an arm lock. Here. Now again, this technique would have to be done very quickly. You'd have to work on it. As soon as the opponent went out to grab, bring the cane in, and lock the arm here. See that? I have a lever here. From here, if I wanted to, I could just step forward with my right foot, bring it in, totally lock the man. Okay? Same thing goes for right-handed lapel grip. As soon as he reaches his right hand out, bring the cane shaft in here, and then what I'll do is shuffle around, grab the cane shaft, go into a lock here. Okay, once again, as soon as the hand comes out, go to the cane shaft here. You already want to be maneuvering out, grabbing and locking. Now, once again, for all these lapel grabs, they're basic techniques and they're mid-level techniques. Also, what I want to emphasize, you have to whip strike, you have to counter, you keep moving. They're not ends in themselves. You have to utilize the whip strikes, your thrusts, your jabs, and utilize all your knowledge.